Awful Waffles. Awful Waffles.
You know what's even funnier about that?
What?
Is if you listen to earlier episodes, I'm dropping our shameless plug early on this episode. If you listen to early episodes of the Earth Some Ideas Bastards, available at nbpod.com, you can hear me smoking.
Oh my God.
You can literally hear me lighting up cigarettes. And I quit how many years ago?
6?
I think that podcast has been going on since like 2012, so longer than that. But
no.
I've gone back and listened to like our first, I don't know how many episodes, and you can hear me like the spark in the lighter. You can hear that deep, nasty smoker's cough that I used to have.
Wow.
It's terrible. There's actually pictures of us. Yeah, there's plenty of pictures of me with the boys recording podcasts and smoking cigarettes. But we are not here to talk about cigarettes. We are the Awful Waffles podcast. Welcome to Awful Waffles with Mark
and Nicole.
Nicole. No, I was starting a statement.
Oh.
Nicole.
Nicole.
I love you with all my heart.
Yes, baby.
I love you more than anything in this world. We are married.
We are.
We have 2 beautiful children.
We do.
I have a vasectomy. We will have no more children.
We will not.
But what is my second love?
The Star Wars.
Oh, the Star Wars episode with Marc and Nicole. Mark's been waiting for this for a while because Mark loves Star Wars. All right. So I have been absolutely enthralled and in love with Star Wars since I can remember.
You have.
Like, I was born, okay, I'm going to date myself here. I was born in 1980.
You were.
Okay. Now, just for a little historical context here.
Do you know that's how I can tell how old I am?
By how old I am?
Yeah. I go by 80 and then I add 2 years.
Really?
Or I subtract 2 years. Yeah, because that's how old you are. I'm 2 years younger than you. And you were born in 80, and it's what? It's 07, so you'll be 37 this year.
Yep.
Or 17. And so I'm 2 years younger, so I subtract 2 years to make it 35.
It's a process, dude.
It is, but I freaking forget how old I am all the time. And you think that, like, oh, she's born in 82, she can figure that out real quick.
Yeah.
No. So I have to go all the way through. Well, Mark was born in 80, so that makes him 37, and I'm 2 years younger, so I'm 35.
I am lucky being born in 80 because I often think about that. Like, what if I was born in, like, 87?
82?
Yeah, 82,
You
83.
never know freaking how old you were.
I have no clue how old I am. But you want to know a trick?
You'd have married somebody from the 80s.
I married, okay. a trick that I have with my birthday, and this actually has completely fucked me up because for the last year I'm just like, I'm 37.
I know you tell people you are older than you are.
But I'm actually 36. Yeah. I don't know why I play the game, but I do. It's a fun game that I play.
So then you don't feel bad when it's your birthday because you're like, damn, I'm only 37.
I'm like, oh shit, I'm 37. I ain't 38. Star Wars came out in 1977.
Wow.
Okay. So, when I was born in 80. So the one that I caught really was the Return of the Jedi. And again, it's from a time I was a kid. It was pretty much everything. It was toys. It was.
Which one was Return of the Jedi? The one that came out in the 90s?
No, Return of the Jedi, I believe was. Hold on a second, let me find it. Return of the Jedi was 83. So I didn't catch it until I was at least like 6. I was probably Charlie's age when I first watched it. No, actually, no. I was younger because my mom worked at Kmart, so I was probably 5 when I first watched Star Wars.
Bubs loves the Star Wars.
Our son Charles, Bubs, a.k.a. Bubs, the Bubber, loves Star Wars.
Loves it.
So, you're married to a Star Wars fanatic.
I am.
And it's not that it encompasses everything, but like it pretty much does because that's just the way that it is.
Yes.
It's my jam. It's my deal. I got a lot of action figures.
You have a ton of action figures.
I have tons of action figures. I got a lot of stuff. I'm a big Star Wars guy.
Part of our wedding, you walked out to the Imperial March.
Yes, it was the Imperial March, yeah.
And your groom's cake was Vader.
And my groom's cake was Vader. It was. And actually for our wedding, for the wedding gift, and this is, I'm a very lucky man. This is my wedding gift for my lovely wife. She got me a 79, I think, original vintage 12-inch Boba Fett action figure.
I did.
It's worth like a ton of money. So,
yeah.
one of my favorite items in my collection. Aww. So, Nicole, the point of this podcast is you were going to tell me about Star Wars. I cannot talk about Star Wars myself because I will ramble on forever like I did. But you will tell me about Star Wars.
Well, you'll have to ask me questions. I'll tell you what I know.
Let's just start. What do you got for Star Wars? You tell me, and we'll take it from there.
You're going to be surprised. I kind of know a lot. I don't know which movie is which.
Okay, you tell me.
So you want to know about Anakin?
Sure, tell me about Anakin.
Anakin was married to my girl, Queen Amidala.
Okay, I just got to have you bring your thing closer there. No, to the microphone. Not to your face, to the mic.
Okay. So Anakin was married to...
Okay, hold on for 1 second, baby. You don't got to put your nose on top of the windscreen. Okay. It's adorable. You look like you look like a little kid looking over a fence. It's adorable, but...
Okay. So like this?
Okay,
better?
so Anakin was married to Queen Amidala.
Who was my girl. I love her.
Natalie Portman, yes.
Yes. And then... he started to turn bad.
He did. Yes.
He did. Emperor Palpatine?
At the time, he was not the Emperor. He was just Chancellor Palpatine. But yes, Chancellor Palpatine was turning Anakin to the dark side. Yes.
Okay, but he does become Emperor Palpatine.
He eventually becomes Emperor Palpatine. But at the time he was turning Anakin, he was Chancellor Palpatine.
Well, okay. But I still think it's pretty good that I know that...
No, I'm all these corrections I'm making, this is just me nitpicking. I'm not at all judging your knowledge of Star Wars.
A little bit you are. So...
No, not at all. Continue, please.
So they were married, and he was good, and he was a Jedi, and he was good, right?
Yes.
And he was with Yoda. And then...
he was learning from Yoda in the Jedi Council.
And Obi-Wan, right?
Yes, Obi-Wan was his Jedi master.
But they fought a lot. They got mad at each other.
Well, Obi-Wan was Anakin's Jedi master. So Anakin is the Padawan. So Anakin's learning from Obi-Wan, but because Anakin is the chosen one who's come to bring balance to the Force, he kind of has a chip on his shoulder like, what do I need your shit for, Obi-Wan? Which is the downfall of Anakin Skywalker. I'm sorry, continue.
No, so then Queen Amidala is pregnant. Amidala?
Padme Amidala, yes.
Padme Amidala. Well, anyways, she's pregnant, and something happens, and he thinks the kids die.
Yes, Anakin.
But she dies.
Yes, Anakin and Obi-Wan have a fight on the planet of Mustafar, and Obi-Wan bests Anakin at one point. And I know people don't like the prequels, but I really like the part where Anakin and Obi-Wan are having the back and forth. If he's like, Anakin, I have the higher ground, don't do it. Because Anakin's on like a platform, like floating, and like Obi-Wan's up high. And he's telling him, like, look, Anakin, I got the high ground, don't do it. This is not going to end well for you. And
he did it.
Anakin attempts it in a foul swoop.
He chops his hand off, right?
No, Obi-Wan cuts off his legs and his arm. He loses both of his legs and an arm, and then leaves him as a quadriplegic on the shore of a lava planet, and then watches him burn alive.
And then he comes back.
The end of the Revenge of the Sith is actually pretty dark. Like, it's super dark if you watch it, because he just...
I think I watched that one.
Yeah, no, we did.
Okay.
So, yes.
I don't think I watched the first
leaves Anakin burning, and Anakin's like, I hate you. He's just burning to death or whatever. Now, yes, Anakin... when he is resurrected and rebuilt by, at that point, Emperor Palpatine as Darth Vader, he asks where Padme is. And Emperor Palpatine's like, oh, she died. You killed her. And he doesn't know that his children were born, which is Luke and Leia. And then they were separated, and Luke was given to
Aunt May,
Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru. And,
what was Aunt May?
Aunt May is from Spider-Man.
Okay.
Yeah. Good reference, though. We're in the same universe of geekdom. That's a good reference. Right. I mean, not Star Wars, Marvel Comics, but Spider-Man is still cool. And then, that was very good. I really like that.
Thank you.
And then Leia is given to, what the hell's his name? Bela Organa. Jimmy Schmitz. So, yes.
I love Jimmy Schmitz.
Now, so Vader is basically under the impression that his kids that they died during childbirth.
Did he know that she was pregnant with twins?
Yes, he did. So consider this. If you're Darth Vader, okay, and you know that you are there to bring the balance to the Force, you know that your wife's going to die somehow, and you're like fighting for the woman you love, your unborn children, and you're basically fighting your best friend, and the end result is that he leaves you legless and armless, burning on the shore of a lava planet, and then he takes your children and hides them from you.
Wow.
How fucking pissed would you be?
I'd be pretty pissed.
Be pretty fucking
he was
pissed.
kind of turning into a dick.
Yeah, he was turning into a dick.
So he kind of brought it upon himself.
As a huge, probably one of my most favorite characters is probably Darth Vader.
You do love the Vader.
I know that like it's a weird like dichotomy because he's like the bad guy, but like he's the baddest bad dude ever. Even though in the movies he technically doesn't really do anything.
He doesn't.
No, he doesn't do shit in the movies. He fights Luke in,
And he does his force choke?
Yeah, exactly. Yes, he force chokes people. But he fights Luke in like Empire and in Jedi. But like for the most part in the movies, he's kind of a poobah. He's
not even the big boss because he's got a boss.
Yeah, he has a boss who he eventually kills. Spoiler alerts. If you've never seen Return of the Jedi, you need to get your goddamn life.
They've missed their week. I give them 1 week to watch a show before we can talk about it.
So if you've missed Return of the Jedi, you're
week
just...
mark.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm sorry, continue.
Okay. So there's that movie. And then I don't really remember the rest of the movies.
You don't remember A New Hope?
Not really.
The very first Star Wars movie where you meet Luke and you meet Han and you meet Leia and Chewbacca?
Sort of I remember it, yeah. But
in Obi-Wan?
I do. I remember that one. But is that the one with Sandy the Tauntaun?
No, that's The Empire Strikes Back.
Okay.
Here's a trivia question. What is my favorite Star Wars movie?
I don't know the name.
Tell me what's in it.
Sandy the Tauntaun?
Oh, how do you really? No, you got it. Seriously. Yeah, The Empire Strikes Back is my favorite Star Wars movie.
Oh, I didn't know that. You like them all, though. It's like picking your favorite kid.
Well, okay, yeah. Well, but no, because like Empire Strikes, out of the original trilogy, the original Star Wars movies that came out, Empire Strikes Back is definitely my favorite out of the three. My second favorite is probably A Force Awakens, and then my third is probably Rogue One.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I put the last two Star Wars movies that came out are easily like in my top like 5 favorite Star Wars movies. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
The prequels, unfortunately, a big bummer about being a Star Wars fan, and like I get it, people have different like artistic takes on shit or whatever, but like when like George Lucas is like, I'm bringing Star Wars back. Like when I was a teenager when that happened, that was like unheard of. That was groundbreaking. I went to go see Phantom Menace with my mom.
Aw.
Yeah. Aww. So, it was a bummer. Have you seen Phantom Menace?
No, I
with
won't.
Anakin as a real tiny little kid. Like he's like Charlie's age, and he meets Padme Amidala, who's eventually going to like have twins with.
And is she older?
Yeah, she's older. Yeah. Well, you said things she's supposed to be like a teenager in the movie or whatever, but yeah, she's older. So that was that was like a like legit first run Star Wars movie. Now since then, obviously, there's been the Attack of the Clones and like the Revenge of the Sith. That's all prequel stuff. But now I'm in an era of Star Wars where like we're getting a new Star Wars every year, and I get to go bring my son to it.
I know, and he loves it.
So this is perfect. Like we went to go see Force Awakens, went to go see Rogue One. Like it's great. I finally have like,
what was it? Force Awakens. He saw like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah. And the opening night of the Force Awakens, we're sitting there, we're getting ready for everything. The opening scroll starts, and I hear I look over, and I'm like, "Are you okay, buddy?" And he's grabbing his throat because he's choking.
Aw.
I'm like, son of a bitch. So I have to dig the gummy bears out of his mouth. He puked. He puked everywhere.
You just stuck your finger down
I put my finger in his throat, ripped the gummy bears out. He pukes, and I'm like, it's fine. It's Star Wars. Don't worry about it. And he puked all over me.
Well, you know that because you stuck your finger down his throat is what made him puke.
Well, he didn't puke on me for fun.
No.
He wasn't like, oh, they had Star Wars. Blah. Yeah, he didn't do one of those. So, tell me more about Star Wars.
Well, I know the difference between a clone trooper and a stormtrooper.
Explain to our listeners the difference between a clone trooper and a stormtrooper.
A clone trooper, it's the helmet. One of them has a spike, one of them doesn't. And I think that the clones don't and the storms do. I have it backwards.
Yeah, you got it backwards. Yeah.
See, okay.
No, I mean, yeah, you had it backwards, but that's good. So, who are the clone troopers cloned from? And whatever you do, I'm sorry, but for the love of God, don't mention clone troopers around Chris and Rob of the Earth's Mightiest Bastards podcast.
Why, they hate them?
Don't even bring up clone troopers. They got all shitty about it. They hate it.
I don't know.
You don't know who the clone troopers are cloned from?
No,
Jango Fett.
Oh.
Boba Fett's dad.
I did know that. I did know
Okay,
Jango.
all right.
I didn't know that they were from that, but I did know that Jango Fett was Boba Fett's dad.
Okay.
I did, and I know that he wears the blue suit.
Jango Fett?
Yeah.
Yes. Can you please bring that?
Yeah, I know, but it hit me in the face. I have issues. Mic issues.
It's your breasts.
It is.
Your issue with your mic issues are your breasts.
It is. So sometimes I have to move it.
Okay. All right.
It hits me in the face.
Hits in the face. Hits in the boobs. Whatever.
Hits me in the boobs. I can't help it.
Okay.
And I fidget.
You like to feel. You keep adjusting the windscreen, and it's just going to keep falling.
Oh, I didn't even know that I was playing with it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyways, and then
Giggity. Anyway, sorry.
Boba Fett is in green.
Yes, Boba Fett is in green. Do you know what movie Boba Fett originally appeared in?
No. I haven't watched a lot of the movies. I've read
Empire Strikes Back.
Oh. I've read a lot of the easy to read books.
Yep,
like
with our son, yep.
Yeah, with our son. So that's how I know. Yeah, that's what you get, bitch.
Because the mic fell on me? Wow. That's what you get, bitch. You just said that to me. That's going to be recorded and on the internet that our children will one day hear.
Oh, I think that's not they'll be older. They'll get the joke.
Of the children.
They'll get the joke.
Okay, so explain more Star Wars to me.
So I know that, and I know that Vader dies.
Yes. Do you know how Vader dies?
Luke kills him, right?
Nope.
Oh, yes, I do know. Obi-Wan, and then he comes back stronger.
What?
When Obi-Wan dies, he comes back stronger.
That's not how Vader died.
Oh, then I don't know.
Dude.
But doesn't Obi-Wan die?
Yes, Obi-Wan dies.
And he comes back.
Is a Force ghost, and he helps train Luke.
Yes.
Yes, but that's not how Vader died.
Oh, well, no.
Dude, he died saving Luke from the Emperor.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He picks the Emperor up and he dude. The Emperor is hitting Luke with the Sith lightning, and he's like, "No, Father!" And Vader has that great moment in return where he's just kind of like looking back and forth at his son, at the Emperor, and the Emperor's hitting him with the Sith lightning. He's like, "Yes, you will die, Skywalker." And then friggin' Vader picks, he's like, "No!" And I don't think he says no, it's in my mind, but he picks the Emperor up, and then all the Sith lightning is like hitting Vader and messing up all his machinery, and he tosses him down the air shaft, and the Emperor blows up into a big friggin' Sith ball.
No, I didn't know all that.
Oh, and then, when he makes
I've
Luke,
only ever watched
he goes,
the...
"Luke, let me look at you with my own eyes." And they take Vader's helmet off, and it's the worst reveal ever for someone taking their helmet off because he looks like a little cracked egg.
Aw.
You never seen that?
Dude, I've only ever watched the movies like once or twice.
It's heartbreaking. He's like, "Tell your sister she was right. Tell your sister."
And then he dies.
She was right.
Why? What did she say?
That there's, I think she said there's still good in him. I can't remember what exactly she said, but
yeah. No, I'm telling you,
dude,
most of what I know.
As a kid, Darth Vader is the baddest motherfucker in the galaxy. Okay, and you take the helmet off, and you're like, he's a little cracked egg, a little tiny old man. Oh my god, it was a huge disappointment.
Yeah, I only watched it a couple times. I can't say.
Actually, as a kid, it was more intriguing because you're like, this is the dude that's in the Darth Vader armor who's this super badass, and he's a wicked old dude who looks like somebody took a cleaver to his head. And he's got real big old bags under his eyes.
He's probably tired. He's probably all wilted from being under that mask.
Dude, if you were living in Darth Vader's armor, you'd be wilted too.
I know, like when you're in the
no moisture. Imagine it's always dry. Always
you'd think
chafy.
that it would be so much moisture from the sweat, and it'd be like, think of that.
No, because he's got like fans and servos and shit, and they're moving air around. Yeah, I have the technical manuals for Darth Vader's armor on that shelf right there.
Oh my!
Legit technical manuals.
God.
Legit.
Yeah, I would just think like, you know how like you have a Band-Aid on too long, or you get all hot and sweaty.
Yeah, well, yeah,
How does he drink? I wonder. Do you think he has beverages?
Yeah, I believe he does. Yes.
How?
When Vader doesn't wear his armor, he has like meditation chambers where he can go into the meditation chamber and it's hyperbolically sealed, and he can take his helmet off because his helmet is like a respirator.
Oh.
A lot of people don't know that his helmet is a respirator. Yes, yeah, because his lungs were badly burned on the shores of Mustafar when Obi-Wan fought and destroyed him.
When Obi-Wan fucked him up.
What else you got for me for Star Wars?
Let's see. I know Han Solo and Leia are together.
Yes, Han Solo and Leia are together.
And
What's their son's name?
Kylo Ren.
That's his Knights of Ren name. What's his...
Oh, then I don't know.
Dude, Ben Solo.
Oh.
Don't you remember in The Force Awakens?
Dude, I don't.
Harrison Ford goes, Ben! And he calls his son.
Yeah, I
And
don't.
ultimately his son betrays him. Do you
Yeah.
know how heartbreaking it was? This is
cried?
legit. No, I didn't cry. But, like, when I saw Kylo Ren stab Han Solo through the chest with a lightsaber, I'm like, son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
And the worst part about that scene is Chewbacca screaming and shooting him. Think about this. Chewbacca, okay, is he is Han Solo's companion, and he owes a life debt to Han Solo because Han Solo broke him out of Imperial slavery. So this is Han's best friend. They're smugglers, they're buddies, they're always together. He sees Han and Luke get together. Han and Luke are married, having a wonderful life, have a beautiful son.
Han and Luke?
I'm sorry, Han and Leia. Han and Luke could get married. It's 2017, okay?
It is, but
anyway,
I just want to say
Han
you
and
pointed
Leia-
out all my mistakes.
Han and Leia are married, okay? They have a beautiful child. Your best friend has a kid. You witness your best friend killed by his kid, and you have to shoot him.
That's pretty
Think
rough.
about how dark that is.
It is pretty
For
rough.
fucking Chewbacca.
Poor Chewie.
Chewbacca had to shoot Kylo Ren because he witnessed
But he
him
didn't kill him.
But he witnessed Kylo Ren kill his best friend.
Yeah, but yeah. That's pretty sad.
Chewie possibly held Kylo Ren as a baby and cried.
He probably did hold him as a baby.
Then had to pull the trigger on his sweet Wookiee crossbow.
So I know that.
Tell me more.
What else? Well, you ask me some questions, and I'll tell you what I know.
What ship does Boba Fett fly around in?
Slave One.
Oh, yeah. That's some hardcore shit right there.
I know. Well,
Good,
I've
Slave
also
One.
had to fix Slave One lots of times.
Yeah, Slave One's always getting fixed around here.
TIE fighter pilots are in black. I know that.
Most Imperial people are, but yes, TIE fighter pilots are in black.
That was
gross.
disgusting.
What is the name of Han Solo's ship?
Hold on. Oh, I do know what it is, too. It's not the Death Star. What is the name of it?
Han Solo's ship.
Yes, I know. Why can't I think of it?
You said it's not the Death Star.
Yeah.
Dude,
Is it Death Star?
the Death Star is a fucking is a planet-sized weapon.
Oh. What the hell is it? Hold on. I know it. Oh, I can't. What is it? I can't think
The
of
Millennium Falcon.
it. I was going to say bird.
The Millennium Bird. That's great. The Millennium
I
Bird.
was going to say bird, but then I knew
All
it
right.
wasn't that.
All right. What type of ship does Luke fly for the rebellion?
Oh, I can tell you exactly what it is. I could go get it for you.
What is it?
It's that long one. It's long like this, and he's in it, and it's low. It's
Okay.
got red.
What are the
cream.
wings shaped like?
X-wing pilot.
There you go. X-wing. X-wing pilot. X-wing pilot.
He's an X-wing pilot.
Do you know any other bounty hunters besides Boba Fett?
Greedo. Greedo.
That's a deep cut. You got that one. All right.
Then there's that bug looking like one.
Bug looking?
Yeah, and there's a couple droids. Because one of the droids can fight very well, but
Okay.
they're not very bright. What droid is that?
Forlom, maybe?
Maybe. And what's the one that looks like the bug with the head?
IG-88?
IG-88 is what I'm talking about. But then there's another droid that they don't move as fast, but they're a little smarter. Because there's two different droids.
Bounty hunters?
There's a whole book about the bounty hunters that I had to read.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. What? Let me think of
What's the one that looks like the Fly with the big eyes?
He's from he's from the Clone War series. I can't think of his name though. He has a cowboy hat and two guns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of his
wears
name.
a duster.
Yeah, he has a duster. Yeah, calling it back. He's got a duster.
Got a duster.
What other things What does Jabba the Hutt try to toss Han and Luke into in the middle of the Tatooine desert?
I don't know. But isn't his baby, what is Jabba's baby's name? Ricotta.
Ricotta? Ricotta the Hutt?
It's like, yeah.
It's not Ricotta.
What
no,
is it?
it's like, it's oh shit, what's his name? No, it's like Gezzo. Oh, I can't
No, it's with an R.
Is it really?
Yeah, look it up. Jabba's baby.
Hold on.
It's Ricotta.
Is it Rika?
Something like that.
Let me see Jabba's baby.
Jabba's baby. I'm telling you. I read a book about Jabba's baby. And they tried to steal
Is
it.
it Zorba?
Nope.
Shit, you're right. Rada. R-O-T-T-A. Damn. I couldn't even think of the name.
Rada.
All right. Respect.
I read that book lots of times.
What do you know about the Sarlacc pit? Because Charlie talks a lot about the Sarlacc pit.
I don't know.
Okay, well, that's what Jabba tried to throw Han and Luke into.
The Sarlacc pit?
Yep, the Sarlacc pit. How do you feel about Lando's betrayal?
I feel kind of expect it.
From Lando? But he was Han's buddy.
Yeah,
they were friends. He owned Cloud City.
Yeah.
It's Billy D. Williams, for Christ's sakes. You can't. Billy D's the man.
He is the man. But
he shows up, you're excited. But you're right. He done double crossing you because that's how he got Cloud City, because he's a gambler.
That's what I was going to say. He kind of seems like he's a little flashy. Like he's got some magic tricks.
Oh, have you seen his sweet fucking space cape?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a sweet ass space cape.
He has magic tricks.
And he immediately starts hitting on Leia. He's like, "You belong with us here in the clouds." And you're like, "Oh shit, Billy D, throwing it down." Billy D.
What was your least favorite movie?
Of the Star Wars movies? Phantom Menace, the very first one.
With the kid?
Yes. Yeah, the kid Anakin's terrible. He's quite possibly the worst child actor ever. There's no doubt in my mind. What the fuck are you doing? You're just standing up.
My legs hurt for a
Okay.
second.
All right, well, you got to remember, baby, we're on mics. We're talking.
Well, I know that's why I stood up. I didn't figure anyone would know about it until you put me on goddamn blast.
Well, shit.
What's your favorite book?
My favorite Star Wars book. Darth Vader, Dark Lord of the Sith. It's a story that picks up with the movies kind of have a weird area where he becomes Vader into almost like Rogue One. It's all about Anakin becoming Vader.
What's your favorite? I know your favorite character though.
Who?
Boba Fett.
Yeah, I do like Boba Fett.
Who's your least favorite character?
Oh shit! My God, there's so many.
Yeah, but like your main character, not like your least.
My
favorite
least
obscure.
favorite character.
Yeah, not like an obscure character that.
Right, like out of all the main characters, probably
Luke.
No, because I like Luke. I think that Luke's pretty cool. Man, people might kill me for saying this, but like, I mean, Yoda's cool. Like, I think Yoda's awesome, but I'm just like, I get it. Like,
Charlie is not a huge Yoda fan either.
No. I mean, actually, Charlie's not big into the good guys, kind of like me. I'm really into the bad guys.
Because he wants to be you.
Well, okay, it's true, but I prefer the Empire over the Rebels.
He likes the Empire. He likes the Black Series guys.
Yep, the Star Wars Black Series that's a huge thing in this house.
And he likes the TIE fighters.
A lot of drama amongst Star Wars toys here.
I was so proud of him today. So he couldn't find the black TIE fighter's head, right? So
yeah,
the TIE fighter pilot's head.
Yeah.
So we just found any head that worked and put the helmet on, and he was like totally okay with it. Normally, that would not be okay.
No, Jesus! No, he lost Boba Fett's blaster, and it was a thing.
And he used just another gun.
Yeah, no, he did very good.
He said, "Oh, I'll just use another gun. He can use this blaster today."
Yeah.
And Boba Fett's antenna was broken in one of them, and he still went with that Boba Fett.
Yeah,
and I was like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, it was good.
This was not toy drama.
No, nothing worse than Star Wars toy drama. Or when he comes out here and he's like, "Dad, it would be cool if you can give me all of your stormtroopers. That'd be fine." I'm like, "Dude, look, you ain't getting my shit. I'm sorry, it ain't happening."
Yeah, he's got enough.
Like I tell him all the time, like, dude, at some point you're going to inherit everything, so just wait it out.
What are you going to do for Sunday dinner? You won't know. I could be dead. Wait, well, I'm dying.
I could be dead by Sunday. You never know. I could be dead. All right, so how do you want to close out this? Then this is one of many Star Wars episodes we're going to have.
Yeah, that was just the first
Because
one.
this is just going to be Nicole and I
you don't
randomly
understand
talking
my
about Star
life
Wars.
is like pretty much Star Wars a
So
lot.
let's end it with this, okay?
What?
When you and I first met, right? Mm-hmm. We met at a bar. We kind of had a little back and forth. I brought you back to my place.
Oh my God, that is not how the story went, but
No,
okay.
but yeah, I brought you back to my place, and I'm like, hey.
Not that night.
No, not that night. I wasn't talking about that
okay.
when I actually brought you to my place, and I'm like, oh, by the way.
I bursted out laughing.
You did. Yeah, okay. So I'm like, by the way, I collect action figures. And Nicole walks into my studio at the time, and she's like, oh, my God. And yes, you bursted out laughing because I had
walls of Star Wars.
Walls and walls and walls and walls. Every wall was covered in toys.
Yeah.
This collection that you're looking at over here, this is my absolute bare minimum.
But it's I have to admit, those toys, because now that I know like things, monetarily, this one's more expensive than your other collection.
Because I have a better taste as an older gentleman. I can't have...
So monetarily, you may not have as many, but they probably were.
So what did you honestly think when you walked into my room and you saw a room full of toys?
What the fuck is this shit?
Nice.
Yeah. But
nice.
I know what I used to love doing? I used to love to mess with your clone troopers or your stormtroopers. I would like put them down. I'd put them in different positions. I'd hide them.
Yes.
Yes,
you would.
Put them in your car.
Yep.
Yeah, that was fun. I liked that.
Yeah, it was at the 218th Airborne or something. You took one of the orange dudes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, where's my clone trooper? They're like, oh my God,
I would send you pictures of them in my car.
Like, yeah, you would come in your car and you'd be like, look what I got. I'm like, really? You took one of my clone troopers hostage? Are you serious? It's bullshit.
Yeah, I liked it.
First of all, it's bullshit.
Yeah, that shit's fun, though. I
This
love
shit
doing
is fun.
that stuff.
This shit is fun.
That's my good times.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
All right, Nicole, so there you have it. There is a Nicole Talks About Star Wars with Mark. And again, expect more of these to pop up because Star Wars is a big part of my life. Nicole is a very big part of my life, and we're going to talk about it all together. There you go, Nicole and Star Wars.
All right.
Maybe next episode we'll talk about when I had my Stormtrooper armor and was a member of the 501st.
And who called you?
Darth Zippy.
To wish you a what?
He didn't wish me anything.
Happy 24th birthday?
No, he was calling about my signing up for the 501st. Did you just make that up? That Darth Zippy was like, hello, Mark, happy 24th birthday.
I think he called for your birthday.
No, he called because I had signed up and there was like a convention going on that they wanted me to go to.
Oh, all right.
I
was Vader once for Halloween.
What's that?
I was Vader once for Halloween.
You actually were a sexy Vader for
I
Halloween. We should post that picture up.
It was a good picture.
It was sexy Vader.
Oh, sexy Vader.
There you go.
All right.
All right, so there you have it. Thank you for joining the Awful Waffles with Mark.
And Nicole.
Be sure to check us out at awfulwafflespodcast.com. We are available on Facebook. We're available on Instagram. We're on the Twitters. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast. You can do that at iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Google Play, and we are on YouTube. I still don't quite know how that works, but it does. So thank you for joining us, and we'll be talking to you soon.
Bye-bye.
May the Force
be with you.
And also with you.
Awful waffles.